day, everyone. Thank you so much for having me at the StutterFest. My name is Johannes, and today I'm honored to share a piece of my journey living with the stutter in Botswana. So this is actually my first time participating in an event like this. Honestly, so I do feel it does feel both exciting and little nerve-wracking, but mostly is so much uh, much this is this day. Mm, First of all, I did got the invitation through Manuel Amado from Ghana. So is the most guy who does most of the stuff or trying to link us, trying to get into this meetings and stuff. Thank you very much, Ima. And thank you for having me today. Mm, Briefly, I am going to talk about myself, or about my childhood, about my experience in my country, and then next time, should I get the opportunity, that's when I will go into the details. Mm, Growing in Botswana, I've noticed I've noticed my starter from my young age. That's when I realized that communication will feel will feel more much challenging for me because I felt like we have to climb a mountain, and even simple words did become a real battle for me. But right now, comparing my current starter from my young age, it does feel a lot of difference though, because compared to back then, I used to have a difficulty in trying to say hi with, like saying good morning, hi, how are you, stuff like that. But right now, oh, right now, I can just say those words easily, even though sometimes there's so much there and there difficultiness and trying to relay the message. And I'm school speaking in a class or reading, or even reading aloud, or even say my name could feel terrifying because I used to feel that sadness, that anxiety behind. Some people didn't even understand it. Others were so kind, but it was never so easy to go through that stage yet, though. But the were key moments that changed everything. Support from my friends, certain teachers, and my own willingness to keep pushing forward. It taught me that my voice is still mattered, starter or no starter. Mm, um, one of the proudest moments. Mm, Finishing high school was when, and I did have to make a monthly presentation, so whereby you are given an assignment, but you have to go in front of the people and present your piece of your homework. That thing did even taught me to try to have a communication skills, like to be able to learn and to be able to come out from my comfort zone. And it reminded reminded me that courage isn't about speaking, it's about showing up anyway. So yeah. And today I am proud of how I've come. My startup hasn't disappeared. paid, but neither my strength. I do communicate in my own way, and I believe that's powerful. Uh, and currently in Botswana, Botswana is in Africa between Zimbabwe, South Africa, and Namibia. So currently in my country, there's no statutory group or organization like some other country which does have some statutory in in, in stuff. So I am trying to at least to try to see what I can do so that it be I might try to support others around me, uh, especially younger people, maybe by going to primary schools, junior schools, senior schools, so that they may know that not alone in going in this similar path I did go through. Mm. Mm. So far, by looking at and my stammering in general, it has taught me patience, empathy, resilience, and pride in being myself. And I am so thankful to the events like StutterFest, stuttering to confidence, being held by Mrs. Green and other groups like the one for the Africa, whereby we do have a monthly meetings whereby we are just there telling our stories, trying to read the books, and that also other presenters from other countries, other speech therapy, or whereby they're trying to tell us so many stories and see that indeed stammer is not going anywhere. Where it's about being yourself and try to see where you can be able to make amendments, to be able to change and stuff. And and I'm so grateful for me being able to attend events like StutterFest because they do remind of us all that our voices, our voices matters, our stories matter. No matter where you are in journey, know that you are enough for just speak the truth. Your voice is powerful, just the way it is. Mm. So that's what I wanted to be able to relate for now. And the other quotes which, which I do like but stuttering. Let me look for a 10 code in my phone because it's one of the most thing I do I love about. Okay, it goes like stuttering is not a reflection of your intelligence, your potential, or your worth. Your voice is powerful just as it is. It is beautiful, beautifully captures the spirit of self-acceptance and, and empowerment for people who stutters. So that's one of the quotes I do love to read, and it's one of the most powerful quotes because I can see that it shows the world that the true strength is not found in the perfection, but in the perseverance to speak it despite having obstacles. So that that's my piece of my journey I wanted to share today to the event. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Tom.
So you are So Botswana does not have a stuttering support organization.
Yes,
As you were
yes.
saying, okay. What is the general population's perception or reaction to stuttering?
Mhm. Mm, mm, Currently, looking at the stuttering in general in my country doesn't have we haven't yet have that discrimination in terms of being publicly humiliated, by like being put on the internet out there, being removed or being forcibly removed from the schools and stuff like that, or being or b- or being or being hindered, or whereby you are being hindered to participate in events like sports or stuff like that. But what I do know is just that we do face some challenges when it comes to the job interviews, or whereby they just think that because most of the companies in Botswana, we do deal with the clients services. Most of the companies in Botswana, it does deal with client services. So in such a area, they do expect someone to being able to articulate, being able to relay the message. So that's one of the things I have faced so far in terms of being in the job interview going through, because uh, I could see it in their eyes, in the way they viewed me, whereby that just like okay, and then you could see in their eyes that this interview probably would be able to go to the next stage and stuff like that.